guys, it's Melissa, part 3 of how to become an Amazon reviewer and get free or super cheap merchandise. So this I'm going to explain how you join the Facebook groups. You're going to log into Facebook and type in Amazon review. There's going to be a lot of review groups there that you can join. Once you're added into these groups, read their rules immediately. Some of the groups are really strict and will toss your rear out for breaking a rule, like leaving the conversation before you have permission. Just know all of the rules and you won't have any trouble. I've not had any trouble at all. I've seen people who have been fussed at and have been kicked out only because they don't read the rules. If you read them and know what is expected of you, you can do it or leave the group if you don't like their rules. Like I said, I've not had any trouble at all personally. Most of these sites are led by promoters / sellers that post their item, and a few of them will ask you to PM them with your review URL. I don't do that very often, only because it's time consuming, and I find it weird to give strangers a bunch of information about me, which it doesn't make sense, I know. So, but I've done it a couple times, and I've gotten some good things from it, so just be judicious about it. Most of the groups, however, just put things in the comment area, and it'll tell you how much it's going to cost you if it costs you anything, and they have slots that they're looking to fill up, and if you're interested, you just put, interested, pics, which means you will put photos up, or me please. My reply 9 times out of 10 is, me please, I'll provide well-written reviews, pictures, seller reviews, social media shares, and video if requested. There are 2 types of product that you can get, free or discounted. That's going to be listed in the post, and if it is not listed in the post, ask. Do not assume anything, and do not pledge that you're going to get something and then find out that it costs a lot more than what you want, and then you're obligated to buy that. I don't do that at all. I ask, and if they don't answer me, I just figure that's not for me. If you're picked for the product, you'll receive a group private message and a code by your name in that private message. Once you order the item, you usually have to go to a link and enter the order number that Amazon issues you for that item once you've purchased it. That's how the promoters and sellers keep track of who is actually buying and who owes them reviews, so they can check on it. After you fill out the form, you go back into the private message window and put in whatever information they've requested, and it's going to be in the window, the information that they want you to fill them out. It's probably either going to be just order complete, form submitted, or you actually put in the actual order number and the phrase form submitted. And after this, just sit back and wait for your stuff to come. Do not leave the conversations, because that's how these people keep track of who's gotten what and who's done their review. So don't leave if you've gotten stuff from them. When your stuff comes, take some pictures of it after you've got it out of the Amazon packaging, but before you've totally opened it up so that people can see it in its box. And I do pictures as I'm unwrapping it from the original wrappers, and then I do pictures of me using it. Use it, test it out, form your opinions, and then wait again. You need to wait 5 to 7 days before you write your review. I know that sounds crazy, but if you don't, Amazon sort of forms an opinion that you could just be coming up with these reviews without testing things. So they like you to take your time, 5 to 7 days. And I've noticed if I submit a review before my 5 days are over, that they hold my review for 24 to 48 hours. And if I just hold off and don't do my review till at least the 5th day, it's pretty much instantly posted. So I actually have a spreadsheet now that tells me when the 5th day is here and do my review. I enter all my information. I actually made myself a Google form And when I order the thing, I start putting in my information, and it just compiles everything. And when it gets here, I go back in and enter that it's arrived, and then it tells me when to do the review. If you guys would like to download your own form of that, I can hook you up with my link, and you can use your own. I like keeping all the information. It also has a slot so I know who I ordered from and which website if it wasn't a Facebook, so that I can keep track of everything without going, oh my God, I don't know where I got this from, because that's not cool. Once you've waited your 5 to 7 days, this is what you need to put in your review. The photos I just mentioned, you need lots of photos. You can put in up to 20 photos. That's a lot of photos. If you can take 20 photos, you are doing awesome. I have got 20 on a couple. I've got 5 on a couple. Some things, a colander. How many photos of a colander can you do? I can do 5. Before it's like, it's the same view of the daggone colander. Okay, so, back. You need a detailed description. Let's take my glasses, for instance, if I bought them. I'm going to write a description of the material they're made out of. I'm going to write what color they are. I'm going to write all of the decoration, what type of metal. I'm going to write a description of the nose pads. I'm going to write a description of how it fits on my face. I'm going to write a description of how it fits my ears. The more words you put in there, the better off you are, because your word counts count. Amazon does quantify its reviewers, and the more words you have in your reviews, and your disclaimers do not count as words. The actual words of your reviews count. People will ask you for between 50 and 75 words. Forget that mess. Write at least 150. 150 or more is preferred. I use a word counter. I just cut and paste into wordcounttool.com, and it counts and lets me know if I have enough. Okay, once you've got your description, now tell me what is about these glasses you like. I like these glasses because they sit really nicely on my nose and they don't pinch. I like them because I can see much more clearly when I wear them. I like them because they're mine. Just come up with things you like about the product. Alright, now tell me what you don't like about the product. Well, when I first got them, this little earpiece was bent a little bit too much. And it was just a little squiggly. And so I would write, it needed a tiny little bit of work on the earpiece before it was comfortable. And other than that, I had no issue. If you have no issues, say you have no issues. Love it just like it is. Can't make it any better. Write like you're speaking to a friend, but do so grammatically correct and use your punctuation. I know I myself have a lot of trouble with punctuation, and if you read my blog, you're going to see it. Even though I was a school teacher, punctuation, not a thing. Okay. But it needs to be your thing when you're writing reviews. Do not downgrade any of your reviews for shipping packaging. This is not the seller's fault. Shipping packaging is often Amazon's fault and should go under shipping packaging review. If the seller, if you've dealt with the seller, whatever you've dealt with the seller, that goes under the seller review. So keep in mind that this review is just for the product. If you do video reviews, you can post them there too. I'm a member of a couple private Facebook reviewing groups. Once you join a few groups and get the hang of what you're doing, and if you really like it, message me and ask me to be added to the private groups, and I will add you in. I just would sort of recommend you read some sites rules and get a couple items and see how you do the forms and all of that before you join one where there's 4,000 people asking for stuff. My Facebook, melissa.english.shattuck. just message me and I'll add you in. If you have any questions or I have not been clear in any way, shape, or form, please ask me. I don't know everything, but what I know I will share with you. And if I don't know it, perhaps we can find it out together. I'm going to include a link to my Amazon reviews. You can check them out, see what I've been doing. Click like if you do like it. You don't have to. But if you find it helpful, go ahead and click a like. I'm also going to put all of my social media links. Feel free to add me, follow me, friend me, and I will return the favor. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, just please ask, and I'm going to try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for joining me, and good luck shopping, guys.